Microphone check. 1 2. 1 2 1 2. Oh yeah. We are live, man. I'm feeling a little bit better today than the last time I streamed. So that's good. I'm just gonna do regular LeetCode today, man. Regular practice. Nothing too crazy. Let me just make sure everything is set up. Oh, stream to de-stream. What's happening? Didn't know you had a channel. I do. I mean, it's not a real channel yet. It's really just dual streaming to both YouTube and Twitch. I haven't made any real YouTube videos yet. But it's gonna happen one day. I promise. That's for sure. Also, what's happening, man? How are you doing? Are you gonna be my 420th subscriber? Stream to de-stream? You might be. Good morning, Poof. What's happening? How are you doing? How are you doing? Oh snap, we're about to get the 420th subscriber. Q Ultimus in the house. What's happening, Q? My day is going okay, man. I slept basically the whole day. And now I'm awake. I didn't work yesterday, I didn't work today. I had like sick days. I've been just sleeping for the last 48 hours with maybe a little bit of time to eat and stuff. But man, that sleeping thing really works for recovery. Because I don't think I've ever recovered from being sick. Oh snap, look at that. 420. I wonder who that was. Thank you very much, whoever that stream to de-stream maybe. Yeah, thanks Q. Oh, stream to de-stream is the 420th subscriber. What a special honor. I'm definitely still a little bit sick though. I've almost finished all the honey. The honey is probably going to be gone by the end of the week. It's probably not great for me, but it tastes nice. All right. Are y'all ready to begin? Should we stop joking around, do some LeetCode? Today's daily is super easy. Yeah, sometimes they give us the easy ones. Middle of the linked list. Given the head of a singly linked list, return the middle node of the linked list. If there are two middle nodes, return the second middle node. It ties into yesterday's. Oh, well, I didn't do yesterday's, but maybe I should have. How do you dual stream? I use OBS plugin, well, made by this guy or this person. I use this thing. Skip Pharaoh, what's happening? So this allows me to stream to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time, but it is like double bandwidth. So the other options are like Restream or something like that. I forget the name, where you just stream to them and then they'll broadcast it to whichever platforms. But I don't know, I felt like I'm only doing 2 platforms. It shouldn't be a big deal to just double bandwidth. All right, so middle of the linked list. I think this is just like a tortoise and the hare type of thing. Restream is pricey, is it? I thought it was free, but I suppose free doesn't sound like it makes sense based on how much bandwidth it probably costs. All right, let me see. So I'm gonna just say fast and slow pointers. Does it stress your PC too? I don't know. I mean, my PC isn't that crazy. I have like a 3700X CPU. I think it mainly stresses your bandwidth because you need to upload 2 times the amount because you're uploading to 2 different platforms or whatever, you know. So if you don't have great upload speeds, it's probably not gonna work out nicely. So every time we increment the slow, we increment the fast one twice. So 1, 2, and then the slow, and then 1, 2, and then we do slow again, and then we do 1, 2, and then you just, yeah, something like that. Slack Mart, what's happening? Welcome. Nice change from Twitch to allow dual streams. Yeah, I never did the dual streams because they always had it in the contract that you're not allowed to stream to any other platform at the same time. But they removed that like a few months ago. And it's like the least amount of work for me to get on YouTube without actually putting any real effort in. Exactly what I'm looking for, the tortoise hair algorithm explanation for this problem. Oh yeah, so that's exactly what we're doing. We're doing a fast pointer and a slow pointer, or you can call it the tortoise and the hare. So I think basically what we need to do is, I'm gonna just call it fast and slow. So the fast one, the slow one, we set them both to head. And then we'll just be like, well, fast next, maybe. Excuse me. Let me think about that. So if we start, this is like starting them both off at head. And then every time we'll increment the slow 1 time. And then we'll increment the fast twice. And then we just return the slow. But let me see if it will work without actually running it. So here's the fast. Let me zoom in a little bit. Here's the fast, here's the slow. So we increment fast twice, we increment slow once. Fast twice, slow once. And then we still go 1 more because the while loop is like while fast next exists. So fast next still exists. And we go 1, 2, then 1, and that gives us 4. Should I try it for this one to see if it works? Asia C. Mac, how are you doing? Welcome to the party. I really want to use more C++ when LeetCoding, coding, but I need to stick to Python first until I get a job. Why do you want to use C++ more? Is it just something you're interested in doing? Or I'm curious. All right, let me check this one. So fast twice, slow once, fast twice, and slow once, and then we get 3. And then the loop stops here because fast next doesn't exist. There's no next pointer there. So I think that's all it is for this problem. Well, I thought it would be. Undefined behavior. Oh, I guess like... Hold on, man. How's that? Where'd I go wrong? fast, slow. Huh. My condition, while fast next not equal null. I think this should be the same, right? That's crazy. Maybe I don't know C++. Oh yeah, yeah. So while fast and fast next. That's crazy. Well, thank you, everyone. Joshua Giraffe, thank you very much for the follow. Just practice my C++ skills more. I like C++. That's a good enough reason for me, man. Then why do you need to stick to Python? Yeah, LeetCode, you make a good point too. Yeah, I decided to start my LeetCode in C++ because I wanted a C++ job. I wasn't looking for a Python job or a Java job or a JavaScript or anything. I really wanted to work with C++. So that's one of the biggest reasons why I did LeetCode in C++. Jose and Lido. Simao. What's happening from YouTube? Hello there. I've just been practicing LeetCode in Python for a while now. Might as well stick to it until I get a job. Don't want to mess up an interview. Yeah, that makes sense. Drollmess. Thank you. Thank you for your tips, man. I think it would have taken me a while to realize I needed that. LC Constant. How are you doing? How are you doing? All right, so that is the daily problem. Nothing too crazy. It's just using the, I guess this is a type of two-pointer, but it's a very specific type of two-pointer. It's called fast slow pointer or tortoise and the hare or whatever. Yesterday's daily was linked list cycle. That's what I meant when I said today's problem ties into yesterday's. Yeah, it seems like they try to structure the daily problems to all have a theme. And I'm starting to wonder if you can guess like what the contest is gonna be like based on the theme of the daily problems. I don't know if anyone who takes a contest every week and does the daily problems every day, have you noticed a pattern in like the theme of the week and what the contest is on? What's your longest LeetCode daily question streak? Maybe like 100 and something days. Like real streak, not just copy and pasting. And that was when I was actually studying LeetCode with probably during this time. So I missed one day. I think I just forgot to submit something. But it was 111. Otherwise, I think this whole section would have been like 150. But that was in my original streaming, I guess my streaming debut. I started on June 1st and I went for like 150 days until I got a job. And now I just do LeetCode for fun and to keep my skills somewhat sharp. Do you remember the toughest problem you've solved? I don't remember if I asked this before. Man, the toughest problem I've solved. I don't know, man. I don't remember them because there's a lot. I think the toughest problems I've solved, I haven't solved them all by myself. Usually somebody from chat helps me, whether it's Lead Coach or No Condom Chris or Brett or so many other people who've some come and gone, some still sticking around. But I wish it would show you. I wish Oh man, maybe that is a great idea for a LeetCode app. Like a now that we have zero track, maybe you can like show all the problems you've solved and like rank them based on their elos or something. That would be interesting. El Minson, what's happening, man? Welcome to the party. How are you doing? Toughest problem. I guess we can just sort by... How do you sort? By problems I've done. I don't even know. Just got up from a nap? Nice. That's a... How long was your nap, man? It's dangerous to be napping so late. Alright, I guess according to this, maximum good subarray sum is probably the toughest problem I've solved. Or one of these. I'd say probably one of these problems with the lowest acceptance rates. Let me see what these are. When did I solve this? Oh, I solved this like last month. 17%. That's crazy. When did I solve this one? I solved this like 3 days ago. Or something. I don't even remember that. Oh yeah, this was in the contest. This was during that contest where I had to cheat with Python. Yeah, this is probably the toughest problem I've solved, but I had to use Python. Anyways, it's time to get training, man. Oh, 25 minutes, never more than 30 minutes. That is the way to go, man. I find if I nap for more than like an hour, my whole life just starts to spiral, man. I swear. Unless I'm sick. Like, I've been sick lately and I've just been sleeping all day. Alright, what are we gonna do? Maybe 17s to 18s? Or should we do 16s? 1600 to 1700. Let's go. Zero track. Alright, we have two choices. Minimum operations to make the array alternating, or count collisions of monkeys on a polygon. I guess either of these. Maybe I'll do this one. Alright, minimum operations to make the array alternating. You're given a zero indexed array nums consisting of n positive integers. The array nums is called alternating if nums I minus 2 is equal to nums I, or nums I minus 1 is not equal to nums I. In one operation, you can choose an index I and change nums I to any positive integer. Return the minimum number of operations required to make the array alternating. Alright. So, I think I understand the problem, but I don't know how to solve it immediately. I have to think about some things. Let me zoom in a little bit. Emilio AG26, thank you very much for that Prime subscription, man. You know where your name goes, right? Your name goes up on my board. do that real quick. Emilio AG26. Thank you very much. Sammy and Enna Siri, what's happening from YouTube? Welcome to the party. Isn't this DP? I am not sure yet, but that did cross my mind. Haven't really thought too much about the problem yet. All right, here we go. So basically we need nums I minus 2. So we need previous to be equal to current, and then we need previous not equal to current. So they say the answer should be 3 because we just changed these to 1, 3, 1. Sammy from YouTube has a quick question. I'm currently learning data structures and algos right now. Oops. As a sophomore in college, and I was wondering how to get better at LeetCode. Any tips? I have tons of tips for you, man. First, I think you really need to study. You're not going to get this without studying. You need to take your studies seriously. You need to dedicate some time to study all of these things. If you don't know any data structures, you need to get familiar with them before you try and learn like special algorithms and stuff. Once you familiarize yourself with the data structures, I think you can go in and try and learn all the common techniques like binary search, sliding window, 2-pointer, fast, slow pointer, or torso send the hair, BFS, DFS, all of those things, man. And once you get like, it probably takes you like a day or two, maybe even up to a week per topic, depending on like how much effort you put into it. But I'd say spend some time on each topic individually. And once you do all those different topics, there might be like 20 different topics, 20 different common algorithms. Once you spend like time learning all those 20 common algorithms, then maybe you should start trying to do random problems. Because now you have all the tools to solve like most easies and mediums. And you should just try to test your ability to recognize which tool to use to solve the problem. And it takes time, man. It takes a long time. I've been like, when I first started, these problems seemed so difficult to me. Like I thought, man, this is way too hard. It felt really, really challenging. And I thought I was never gonna learn it properly. I felt like giving up so many times. But I just kept pushing, man. Every day I kept studying. Sometimes I'd go for like weeks or months without studying, and those were like terrible times for me. But I think taking the contest allowed me to track my progression, and I could see like my studies are working. When I first started, I was struggling to get above 1500 for a long time. And then during this period, I started to study like certain like 2-pointer or techniques I didn't know. BFS, like I never knew BFS until I started during this period right here. And then that works. Like my contest rating started going up. I could solve more and more problems. And then I started learning even more topics that I was scared to tackle them because they felt too hard. So during this period, this is like a 5-month period, by the way. It looks so tiny on the graph, but each of these is like several months. So I think this is when I started streaming, and I just covered all the basic topics: graphs, binary search trees, binary trees, all the graph things, Dijkstra's, this, that, BFS, whatever, everything, Cadenes. And then now I'm trying to like get to that next level where I have to learn the more niche algorithms. When you say study, do you just focus on one topic and do problems relating to that topic? Yeah. I think in the beginning, you should just focus on one thing at a time. Imagine it's like you don't want to try and overload yourself with too much information. I think you should just drill in one topic at a time, learn how to do it, learn how to implement it, learn all, or not all the variations, but learn some common variations of implementation, and then you get the hang of it and you move on to the next one. And then after you develop like some skills and all of that stuff, you'll be able to do those problems a lot easier. Like, man, when I first saw someone do like house robbers or something, I was like, that problem is impossible. I wonder how these people do it. But now house robbers is like a trivial problem for me, you know? But when I first saw it, I was like, geez, this, you need like a PhD to solve this type of problem, man. And you probably did need a PhD to solve these problems back in the day before like people discovered the algorithms. But anyways, that's how it is for me. My plan is right now is to learn the data structures and algos. I'm on binary trees right now, and then I'm gonna go back and start from LeetCode arrays and go on from there. How's that plan? That plan sounds good. LeetCode also has like the LeetCode Explore part, and they break the things down by topics, so you can even start with this stuff, beginner's course, whatever. It's been a while since I explored this stuff, but they got arrays, graphs, heaps, bit manipulation, sorting. They probably got a lot more too. Binary trees, all this junk, so much junk, man. Hash tables, arrays and strings, stacks and queues. Yeah, so it's gonna take some time. It's not like an overnight thing, man. You're not gonna spend a week and then suddenly get good at LeetCode. Just like how you're not gonna pick up a guitar today and you're gonna be playing like Stairway to Heaven solo, shredding it in like a week. It's gonna take many months probably, maybe even years, man. It took me years, literally thousands of hours, but it's worth it because now I have super job mobility. I get paid big money just because I can solve algorithms, and it's really changed my whole life, man. So that's what I gotta say about all that. This Cadane guy was a good salesman. Yeah, Cadane's algorithm is one of the first algorithms that I remembered by name. And that algorithm should be named because it's just basic DP, is it? I have a very high rank, 1 million plus. Am I subscribed to LeetCode Premium? I used to be. No, I'm not. After you get good. Hey, it's Rama. Welcome to the party. Grind LeetCode like a problem of dominoes. Oh, grid? Grind? Problem of dominoes for DP first. DS to support DP. Then recursion. Man, that sentence is hard to read. Curated lists help. Yeah, there are so many curated lists out there that can help you, that breaks down the topics and gives you great problems based on those topics. Grind 75, LeetCode 150, the LeetCode 75, Sean Prashad, all them people, man. Everybody has a list out there for you. Do you recommend paying a LeetCode subscription? I think it depends on your financial situation, man. If you're eating ramen noodles every day and you're struggling to pay rent, maybe you can get by without it. But if you got like 100K chilling in the bank, I'd say just buy the dang subscription if you're like studying for a job or something. Med2, thank you very much for the follow. All right. Where were we at? Yeah, Neat Code. I really feel Neat Code did a good job at like creating this thing too, but I don't think you have to follow it to the T. This is just like if you really just need if you're the type of person that just needs instructions on how to do things, maybe you can just follow this, so you don't have to think about it. But generally, I agree with this. Kind of. Let me link that in YouTube for you. Kamza from YouTube, what's happening? Welcome to the party. Oh, no Conor Chris, Type Racer. We'll get to it soon. Well, probably now. I got a minimum wage job and I got LeetCode Premium. I probably don't need it, but I like the bi-weekly problems. Nice. Q is dedicated to the LeetCodes, man. What type of topics do you think one should really focus on? Most common interview topics, I mean. I think you need to cover all of them, because if you don't cover all of them, you're really just rolling dice, man, and it could go really bad. If you like to gamble, then you can just leave out some topics, man. But that means you're gonna have to do 10 times the amount of interviews, you know? So if you just cover all the topics, you'll probably have a high chance of passing any interview. Maybe like 70-80% chance if you get decent at all the topics, man. Is age a factor for making it to FANG? I'm already 27 and do not have much work experience. Kamza, I started studying when I was like 33 years old or something like that, man. Don't you worry about being 27. 27, you still got a lot of time ahead of you. You've only been an adult for like 7 years or something, man. You got another 50 years to be an adult, man. Put that into perspective. Like, you're just beginning your adult life, so you can do anything you want, and 27 is not too old. All right, we got to do Type Racer. You need a YouTube video answering how to get good at LeetCode. LeetCoach, man, I'm working on it. I know, I'm actually not really working on it too much, besides I do a lot of research on it. But I think I have a good excuse, man. Like, work has been super busy for me recently, but today marks a big milestone for us, because I think our project is like wrapping up. So I'm gonna have a bit more free time. I've been working like 50-60 hours for the past few months, but I'm gonna tone that down to like regular 40 hours, and then maybe spend some extra time making those YouTubes. Getting big on YouTube. Did I read that? I don't know. I haven't put much effort into YouTube. I feel like I should really put some effort into it. How much was your keyboard? Real talk. Man, I've spent thousands of dollars on my keyboards. This particular one was about 200 and something. But I have some that's more expensive. I have like 10 or 15 keyboards. But this one is my favorite, I think. What's the switches? It is, so this keyboard is called a Bubble 75, and the switches are Aqua Kings. Once you get a job, LeetCode is like a weekly gym for me, but in the next stage, you need to start focusing more on system design. Senior positions don't ask much too hard. LeetCode system design is the key. Yeah, I feel like LeetCode is what you need to break into the industry, man. And then you kind of just learn system design on the job if you like have a real job and you're actually building things at scale or something. I feel like I'm learning system design at work for sure. I also don't think system design is as hard to like study than LeetCode. LeetCode takes a long time. All right, We got to do type racer, man. Who's here for the type racer? You don't know how much your streams are helping people. Kamza, thank you for such kind words, man. All right, type racer time. Let me do a little bet. I'm down for type racer. All right. No condom Chris redeemed the type racer, so I'm gonna race no condom Chris. The bet is you got to be on Twitch to bet this. What's that confirmation? Who's gonna win? I'm giving myself a 14 words per minute handicap. No condom Chris, 22,000 points he's putting up on the board. That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money, man. Q Ultimus Gims, what? $0. All right, here we go. So the way type racer works is we just race, man. The first race is a warm up. The second race is the championship round. Here we go. Let me post it in the Discord first. And then you're gonna be so popular soon you won't have time to do any problems. No, I don't think so. I think if it gets to that point, I'm gonna have to put like subscriber only chat on or something, you know, because I still definitely want to practice. I want to hit Guardian. I feel like I can't be giving too much tips unless I'm a Guardian, or maybe I want to give tips like how to become a Guardian, how to become a Knight, you know. All right, first race warm up, second race championship. Oh, I know this. I know this code already. I can't even type it. This is just the warm-up, don't you worry. Oh, it's Siri. What's happened? My Discord is actually walled off. But don't you worry. It's nothing crazy. JCast19, what's happening, man? I don't fully agree. System design, specifically low-level design, becomes more complicated during interview. Right, but anyways, let me race and then I'll talk about that a little bit. Man, who's that guest at 98, man? But no condom Chris, six-pack sexy. What is happening? I mean, you beat me by a little bit. Q, what's up with these slow speeds, man? Whoever that guest is, take a screenshot. Is no condom Chris trying to like give his money away to Q? Oh, Noel Coles, that's you? Where's the screenshot at, man? You might be a new type racer champ. Oh, how can you join the type racer, man? You missed it. Here, the link was there. Apple Est. Oh, like control saved or something? Or do you want me to submit? Just, I don't know, man. I believe you. I believe you. If you're willing to post it, I think I believe you, man. I'll stop doing that. Cue the week 5K bets. All right, let me choose the bet, and then I'll put the Type Racer Champ Noel codes at 98 WPMs. Oh, Asia C Mac, Clistar, and Q winning big bucks. I told you to chill on the higher bets. Well, I was saying that for your own sake, man, because I don't want to see you out on the streets again, Q. Oh yeah, let's look at how much money was won. Dang, 15K, 15K, 15 hundo. Is there a special reward for the slowest guy? Nah, we don't reward slow hair. All right, I'm gonna put this up. Yeah, I think No Column Chris is right. I'm gonna do less and less problems as time goes on. I gotta try and stay focused on LeetCode. Kinda. Alright, Noel Codes, new Type Racer Champ. Today is March 6th. Man, let me see how you do your name. N-O-E. Man, is that an I? Who knows what it is? That's an L? Alright. Oh man, hold on. I forgot to change the WPMs. Because that definitely wasn't a 140. That was a 98. Boom, latest and newest Type Racer Champ. Congrats. Alright, what was I saying? Sinbleed was saying something about system design. Yeah, I feel LeetCode is gonna take the majority of your time, man. I think you can study like high-level system design and low-level system design in like a couple weeks and be decently good at it. But I think LeetCode takes many, many months to get good, like starting from almost nothing. And I feel you kind of do these things at work anyways. Like system design is a part of your job, but LeetCode definitely ain't a part of your job. So, you know, I feel like you'd probably have to spend more time for LeetCodes. BetSimp with the raid. Thank you very much for that raid, BetSimp. If y'all don't know who BetSimp is one of the top LeetCoders out here, man. Not just out here, but in the world. He is the LeBron James of LeetCode, apparently. 3 hours, 2 problems. Those are probably 2 very hard problems. But BetSimp has taught me a lot. BetSimp is dedicated to algorithms. So if you want to follow somebody who's very knowledgeable, BetSimp is the person. Don't Defense, thank you very much for the follow. He's no longer the LeBron James of LeetCode. Oh dang, not, what the hell? How'd you do that, man? I did something very bad with an account name change. Someone, wait, what? Uh-oh. So, I guess you're somebody else now. System Ovic, thank you very much for the follow. I made an account to hold a name. GraphQL admin? Wait, what? You trying to hack LeetCode or something, man? Anyways. Oh lordy, you can. Did you email them about your problems? That is kind of funny. I can still do problems, just can't see my rating. Man, they should give you like some type of badge for finding a exploit in their system. 876 Blackbeard, what's happening? Welcome to the party. Back at it. You know it, man. 3 times a week, every week. Okay, I can change it in 3 months. Anyways, I haven't done a dang problem since I started. It's been 46 minutes. I've only done the daily problem. I haven't even gotten like warmed up yet. Let me just try and focus on this problem a little bit. So, all right. Man, how do I 33%, and it was rated 1662. That's crazy. Like, how do we know what to change things? I don't really have any great ideas yet. I'm trying to think some type of... I'm thinking maybe should I iterate over all the numbers to figure out like a number that is most common every other position, maybe. Or what? Brett, what's happening? This problem is freaky. Yeah, this problem is... So I'm wondering, do I just find how many pairs of like 3 1s there are? Or no, because it can only be 2 numbers in there. Should I just like do a 3 sliding window linked to the problem? For sure. There's on Twitch, YouTube. So maybe I count like in all odd indices the most all odd indices the most frequent elements, all even indices. Well, I think I got that backwards. These are even indices, the most frequent, and then all odd indices, the most frequent elements, and then count like how many total evens and odds and do some math. That's kind of what I'm going towards right now. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I think it sounds good, actually. Yeah. All right, let me do that real quick. . How should I do that? Maybe we can just maybe 2 unordered maps, evens and odds. Iterate through, and if this is odd, this is even. So, and for odds, then it would be like nums I plus plus, nums I plus plus, and then once we get those, then it's just we find. I'm sure I don't have to do this to do a counter. I think there's a problem where I couldn't figure out how to tell like how many even numbers are from 0 to n. And I was like, man, I can't be bothered to try and figure it out. So I just like did something like this to increments. But I'm sure you can figure out that with math. I don't know if I feel like to do it right now. Can I ask your LeetCode rating? For sure. Last time I asked someone's LeetCode rating, Betsim said it's not socially acceptable. That like asking somebody their weight. Yeah, I'm around 1900 right now. 1946. I think my all-time high was like 20 something, like 2000 something. I'm trying to get Guardian by the end of this year, but I feel like Q1, Q2, Q3 I'm pretty good. But once we get into like the harder problems, I just give up because I feel like I don't have the knowledge to solve hard problems that well. And I don't even try. So I think if I were to be able to like learn some of those harder algorithms, I can get Guardian for sure. But I just need to spend some time and take my studies seriously. Laura Dev, thank you very much for the follow. That was a Mean Girls reference. 1900 while not even trying is extremely good. I wouldn't say I'm not even trying. That is definitely not true. I try very hard, but I don't try on Q4s that hard. Krang CS, thank you very much for the follow. I'd say Q1, Q2, Q3, I try very hard. But Q4, no way, man. In Rosis, how you doing, man? Makes sense. Doing mediums is fun. Doing hard start becoming work. Yeah, that's how I feel. For sure. I think that's exactly how I feel. Alright, so what was I doing? It's like evens and odds. And then I just take the maximum of each. And then do some arithmetic. And it's like total evens. What was that? Total evens minus max evens plus. Do I need parentheses? Somebody said I need to like study my order of operations, and maybe I should. Total odds Man, why does it... Alright, let me see. I think that should be it, man. Let me see if it works. Steven Sagiball, what's happened? I found my love for algos back again. That's nice. Hold up. So they're saying... Oh, snap. Because there need to be different numbers. How do I deal with that? I guess... How do I deal with that, man? So I suppose we want whichever number is higher. So like if max... Man, this is gonna get sloppy. This is gonna get weird, man. In my Calc 2 class, they brought up Fibonacci sequence and it brought me back. That's what she said. That's what she said? I don't think she ever said that, man. So, alright, if... Alright, I'm just gonna do some weird things here. And then if these two numbers are the same, if max odd number and max even number are the same, then we have to do some weird stuff. I don't know how to do this cleanly, so I think... What do we do if they're equal? I suppose we'd want to keep the bigger number. Oh man, I see why this problem has such a low acceptance rate, man. There's a bunch of edge cases like this. I don't think it's the biggest one. Maybe it's the delta between the first and the second counts. Because like, man, what are y'all talking about, man? It's like if the thing is, let me think. Like if these two numbers have a count of like 10 and the second place odd counts, no, wait. If these two numbers are equal, what does that mean? Am I overthinking it? Should I just try something? I'm gonna try what comes to mind first, but I'm not sure if it will work. This is gonna look ugly. I don't really know what to do here. Oh wait, I gotta like reset these. Does that make sense? So if the count is greater and the number is different, then do something. I'm not 100% sure this is right. I think there might be more to it, man. Well, let me see what's up. Max even odd. Do I have these mixed up? Should they be the other way around? This problem is hard for a 1600 rated problem. I'm getting 3. 1. So we get 2 and 2. I don't know, man. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're getting 2 for the evens. And then we're saying Steven alive? Yeah, I think he's alive, man. We got some good ones. Steven, Nate, Arik. Arik is still around. I haven't seen Nate or Steven in a while. Or man, there's a lot of other people who haven't come back. Man, this one, I don't know how to deal with this. I'm thinking I should do something different here. I don't know what to do though. I'm thinking this is getting too messy. Don't be too smart. Just try the 2 most common colors or an unseen color for each. Yeah, LeetCode, that's where my mind was kind of going. I was thinking to maybe redo this part and like sort everything, like put everything up into a vector of pairs of like the counts and the number, and then sort them so I can just get the top 2 or something like that. But then I don't know which combination to use. Just try top 2 of anything. Let me erase all of this. I really don't like any of this stuff. So If you restrict to top two, you don't have many to try. All right, let me try and implement that. Even that kind of sounds a little bit confusing for me. So maybe I want like a vector of pairs. Or something. This is the same idea as Q3 from the weekly contest. Oh, the Y thing? The how many things to make the Y or whatever? Yeah, it kind of feels like that, actually. Kind of push back the whole thing like that. And then I just try the best. And then I go like less than min 3 because we want the top 2. Yeah, it's 2, not 3. Then now we can say if they're the same number, we shouldn't even consider that, right? So if odd pairs I, is I right? If odd pairs I, oh man, I can't do this. I can't do this. Sea Dog U, thank you very much for the follow. I gotta flip them because it's sorting by the number instead of, and then I gotta do a reverse sort. I have so many bugs, so I gotta like flip them like that, man. Right? So that it sorts on the count instead of the number. And then this does a reverse sort, so the biggest count comes first. And then now we can be like, if this is equal to that, then we should just skip it. Otherwise, it's gonna be this, but this max even would just be like even pairs but what if there's like less than 2 sizes or something? I guess I'll deal with that edge case in a bit. Even pairs J at first. problem is kind of tough, I'm not gonna lie. Let me see what this gives me before I continue. Come on, man. Okay. So many typos. Alright, I'm not fully convinced this is gonna work because, like, what if there is only one number in the whole thing? Then this will, like, never even do anything. Like, if it's just, let me just write the test case. So, like, if everything was just the same number is what I'm saying. So if everything is the same number, then we gotta do something like, I guess we just take the max. Which one do we take, man? How do we figure that out? Some math to it, probably. Are we chefing up a delectable dish? I don't know if I even said that right. So if that's the case, I guess, all right, if it's even, if the size of the array is odd, then we use odds. If the size of the array is even, then we use evens or odds. So if the size of the array is odd, then the answer is just total odds. Otherwise, or it's always just total odds, man. Right? Because even if it's even, it's like either or. Anyways, I'm gonna just see what happens. Friday again? Alright, I mean, I won't be on Friday, but I'll be on Saturday for the contest. But 876 Blackbeard. See you next time, man. Bam! Yeah, thank you everyone. This one was tough, I'm not gonna lie. This one felt harder than whatever it was rated at. That's for sure. It was rated at 1662. Yeah, right. This felt more like a 17, 18. Maybe in the 1800s, I'd say. Maybe it was one of those contests where people just copy and pasted the answer somewhere. Anyways, next. Do you ever have time to go to neighboring countries when you go to Switzerland for work? The first time I went to Germany. But yeah, I do have time. Usually I have a weekend for myself to do whatever I want. Last time I didn't do anything. I'm not gonna lie. I should have probably done something looking back. But yeah, I was in Zurich. So last time I went to Constance in Germany, or the first time I went to Constance for like Oktoberfest. If I go back, maybe I might check out some places, or I don't know. Wrong side of Switzerland? Wait, what do you mean the wrong side? Rather be close to France? I guess it's close to like Germany or Italy or something. Dang, look at this, man. Oh man, that is sick. That's so sick. You just add in a 0, 0 to make sure that there's always two things in there, huh? And you only have to do it for the odd indices. That's big brain stuff, man. Huh. Man, how how does this work in Python? Most common? That's crazy. I didn't even know you could do that. And most common, 2. Python is awesome. Yeah, apparently. I mean, even if I were to use Python, I wouldn't even know about these like cool things that you could do because I don't use Python regularly. But I know like the at cache thing, and I know sorted lists, and I know like the zip thing. But this is my first time. I guess the counter thing is cool. There's so many cool things, but I gotta stick to C++. Leet Rooms is completely dead. Dang. Yeah, I haven't seen Flumsy in a long time either. Mr. Super, thank you very much for the follow. And Pets, hello world. You already know, I gotta give a shout out to Pat's Hello World. I'm in Pat's stream every time, man. At least I try to be. Even if I'm not talking in your stream, Pat, it's usually on in the background, or I'm lurking or something. When I'm playing video games, I'll be in there just chilling. I'm in there when you're doing your workouts, man. You got me thinking, man, do I need to hit up P90X and do what you do? Out of the madness, thank you very much for the follow. I've seen that dang P90X video so many times because of you now. I just know, like, I know the whole video word for word, I swear. Metro Nomo, thank you very much for the follow. Howdy, what's happened? You know, Chris, get me started. I was thinking about doing P90X as well. Man, Pat's Hello World, look at the influence you have on all of us. You are definitely inspirational, I have to say. Bodega Pat, welcome to the party. Where is your accent from? I have an accent? It's from Jamaica. Yeah, no, Chris, personal trainer and coach. I don't know if you know this, Pat's Hello World, but No Condom Chris is the reason why I have the job that I have today. Basically why I work at Google. No Condom Chris pushed me to take a Google competitive programming contest. And because I took that contest, a recruiter reached out to me and asked if I wanted to interview, and then immediately I quit my job and I just went full-time studying LeetCode for that interview. And I don't think I would have gotten an interview if I hadn't taken that contest. So No Condom Chris is definitely one of the biggest reasons of like where I'm at today. So listen to everything he tells you to do, man. That's all I gotta say. All right. Dang, we're only on 1600s. We got to do 1700s now. $17.42. How was a big gamble to quit your job to prepare for Google knowing acceptance rate? I don't think it was such a big gamble, man. I think it would have been a big gamble to not quit my job because my job wasn't that high paying, and if I didn't quit my job, I'd have half-assed my job and I'd have half-assed my studies. So it's like I don't want to do half-ass on two things and then I get no reward in the end. Or I could just put all my chips and like maximize my chances for success in one thing, and like my TC tripled from that job. Like I was making like 70K from the job that I quit. So I felt even if I quit this job, I could probably get another job that paid more than whatever I was making there. So I think it was not really a big gamble, man. What did you do before? Before which one? So before Google, I worked at a small startup that basically making an app in React Native for doing something in the farm world. And it was like an hourly job. I made $35 an hour. It was okay, but definitely they were running out of money and I felt like I could have been let go at any time. So I didn't even have job security there. Time to whip out paint for 2 hours straight. Oh man, I'm talking about MS Paint, man. Not so easy to find a job in nowadays economy unless you've got great resume credentials. Yeah, I don't know what it's like in today's economy, but this was back in 2021. Trying to escape the help desk trap? Is it a trap there? What do you mean you're trying to escape by studying programming? Bodega Pat, tell us a little bit about your situation. Had he failed G, he had fan. So my strategy was very calculated. Oh, Brent Arata, what's happening, man? Long time. How you doing? So my Google interview was strictly algos, like no system design, nothing like that, because I was going for L3, L4. So it was only algorithms, and so my plan was I'm just gonna study algorithms, shoot my shot at Google, and if I pass it, I'll accept it. If I fail it, no worries. I already have the algo studied. The next step in my plan, if I failed, was to study system design, and then to hit. I had a list of 100 companies or something. I probably still have that list somewhere. I don't know. I made a list of over 100 companies that paid more than 200K. I went on like levels and I made this list, man. And I was going to apply to every single one of those jobs after I studied system design and then just tried to get something. So that was like my grand plan. But good thing I didn't even have to go to my backup plan. I work for one of the top finance tech companies, but in IT, I'd rather do programming. Do you have a programming background, or are you trying to learn programming from scratch? Have you built any projects? Like, do you know how to program already? Oh, I've solved this one a year ago. I think I can redo it. Do you do web dev at Google? No, I do C++ infrastructure. You had plan B, C, D, yeah, all the way to hundreds. And then, the job I quit told me if things don't work out, they'll always take me back. So I also had plan whatever, ZZZ or something. I do some automation with PowerShell and some web design, but nothing good enough past coding interviews. Well, you got to put some time in to get good, Bodega Pat. It took me a long time to break into tech, like even before Google and before that one job I had. I was doing freelance work for like 7 years, like just making WordPress sites, making bots, making apps and things like that. Like just me, myself, and I, just only me making these small projects for the random companies. And I had like maybe 4 clients in those 7 years. But I never really worked with a team. I never really worked like with a large code base or anything. So I didn't have much experience within like a big company. So I've been programming quite some time before I broke into big tech. Grinding hard on LeetCode was the reason I was able to get my job at Microsoft. Farmhand, what's happening? Yeah, LeetCode saved my life, for sure. Need a YouTube video on your career journey. Yeah, it's coming, man. One day. Now it's a struggle even getting mid-level interviews. In Rosis, are you having difficulties getting interviews right now with like your background and stuff? How many years of experience is mid-level versus senior? I think that could depend a lot, man. And it depends on what your experience was in. So like, some people might say I have 7 years of experience coding, but I don't have 7 years of experience at like a FANG company. So it's different, man. Like, I think if you have 2-3 years at a FANG company, that's mid-level for another FANG company. But if you have like 5, 6, 7 years at like some 5-person company, that's like junior level at a FANG company, perhaps. Simon's YouTube video title, LeetCode saved my life. Maybe LeetCode took me off the streets. Be a much better YouTuber than these other tech influencers. I'd like to think so, but man, they're doing it big out there, and I'm just sitting here thinking about making YouTube. So maybe they're better than I. Can't get shit? Dang. Down level into nothing. I'll take a pay cut to get my foot in the door. Man, I think... Well, I don't know what it's like to find a job these days, but... I feel your pain. I graduated college during like the 2008-2010 period, and I studied mechanical engineering, and I was never able to find a mechanical engineering job, which is why I turned to programming eventually. You just need one big name on your resume to get FANG interviews. Yeah, maybe. I got lucky where I didn't even have to worry about my resume because I competed in Kickstart. This thing. And I'm so sad that it's not a thing anymore. But it used to be a thing. Look at that. They shut it down like last year. After 20 years. Dang. I was like the last cohort from Kickstart, I suppose. But I think there's still like Facebook Hacker Cup or whatever it's called, and something else. The Game Warden, what's happening, man? Kickstart is dead, unfortunately. What we gotta do is eat up all the opportunities and leave a burning dumpster fire for the next generation. Yeah, that's kind of how the world works, right? Heavy Knits, welcome to the stream, man. I think I got a good opportunity with a small company I joined, but some of the tech stack is old. Like right now, I'm in Angular JS. Dang, people don't be using Angular? Yeah, I haven't heard Angular in a long time. Finding a job is pretty brutal right now. Once you're in the interview loop, you need to close it quickly. Brent Arata has tons of experience finding jobs, man. If you don't know, I don't know. I don't know if I want to talk about your business, man, but Brent Arata is doing some crazy things with jobs. The Diego Baga, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. I gotta add your name to the board. Let me do that real quick. Shazam, look at that. Thank you so much. I remember passing the on-site for one position, but there were 3,200 candidates. Dang. Too much doom and gloom in this chat. This is why it's important to stay away from blinds. Is there doom and gloom? I think it's just like real reports on the field. I mean, that's what it sounds like. But I don't know. I think I still have my chances to use more modern tech stack. You might have to switch companies, Heavy Knit, but you don't need to only do Angular. You can like learn some other stacks in your own free time. Michael PC Gamer, what's happening, man? You're worried. Just keep on keeping on, man. I mean, no one can predict the future, man, but probably there's gonna be some type of jobs out there for programming. Is he overworking? Overemployed? Maybe. I'm considering just teaching college courses just until I can get my foot in the door. So back when I was in school and graduated mechanical engineering, I couldn't find any work, man. I applied for hundreds of jobs. I interviewed to like 4 or 5 places only, and nobody accepted me. They all gave me some weird interviews like how many golf balls can you fit in a 747 and silly questions like that. And I even had like crazy internships and stuff like that. Couldn't find anything. And then I decided, well, I didn't decide. I was forced to go work in restaurants. I worked in a dang sushi restaurant for like 2 years. And then I saved up a little bit of money and I quit my job and I learned how to program. And I started making bots and doing some somewhat shady stuff with my programming to make money with affiliate marketing and stuff. And eventually I stopped doing shady stuff and I started to get like clients to make like legitimate programs for businesses and whatnot. And then I got my first job, like employment job, where I was an employee. And then I started to stream and then I got into Google. Overemployed sounds fun. I don't know if I'd want to be overemployed, man. I think, yeah, I don't know. About 14 sheep. This has been inspiring. I'm also going for Fang, but I'm fortunate that my current job is a Fortune 10 company and comfy. I just gotta see what it's like at Fang. Yeah, sounds like you're in a good spot, man. Snitching on himself? Nah, I wasn't doing nothing crazy. Just probably not. It's better that I'm not doing that type of stuff anymore. There's a lot of spam and not great, like, ethical things, you know, just either way, it's in the past. You give me hope. I'm also transitioning from mechanical engineering into tech as a self-taught coder. Got an interview coming up soon. Low road sim racing. I think you just need to challenge your interviewer to a type racer, man. You're gonna get hired on the spot. Anyways, I've spent a lot of time talking about nonsense and not time doing problems. Should I do this problem? Oh, snap. This is like the one in Rosis was doing earlier. I just remember it because I seen the picture on his stream, but I don't remember what the solution was. Sin Z1. Race car backwards is race car. That is a good observation. I wouldn't worry about non-ethical bots when companies like Lockheed Martin exist. Yeah, I'm not worried about it, man, but I know it's not a great way to spend my time to make these. I think it was like the biggest thing that I didn't like about making bots was I felt it was like destructive programming. Like everything I did was trying to go against some terms of service or like finding holes in these people's servers and finding endpoints that weren't rated or things like that, you know. And I feel I really wanted to spend my energy creating positive things, and then eventually bots stop working. So you put all this work into a bot and you don't know how long it's gonna last. It might last a couple hours, it might last a couple months, it might last a couple years before it gets detected. And then once it gets detected, sometimes you can easily fix it, but once they're onto you, it's like chances are that income stream is gone and you gotta go find another way to make money. But I feel if you spend your energy into building something creative and like positive and not destructive, then it grows exponentially over time, and it's a lot better to spend your energy doing that than to like, you know, it's like short-sightedness with the bots versus like long-term success with something that's not a bot. Anyways, do you play Elden Ring? I do not. What would you say your rating was when you started streaming? You can see it on my profile. When I started to stream, oh, we have somebody from YouTube. Chaitanya. Hello, welcome to the party. So when I started streaming, that was my third attempt at studying LeetCode. My first attempt was during this period, and then COVID hit sometime. And then my second attempt was during COVID here. And I got up to like almost 1700, but I was missing some fundamentals. And then this is when I started to stream during this climb up. I was around 1650 when I started to stream, and then in 5 months or so, I was able to get around, I'd say around 2K, because my rating was still going up when I stopped taking contests. And then now I'm like still at the same spot. years later because I haven't really pushed myself to learn that much. Were you a member of the Yakuza? No, man. I'm not even Japanese. I've just recently tried LeetCode, got stuck on second question. LeetCode 75 second question. Man, I'm so bad. Sinzi1. It is very hard to do LeetCode if you've never done anything like this before. But I promise you, you can do all the problems in LeetCode 75 if you put enough effort and time into studying. I've seen it. I've seen it from so many people who started knowing nothing. I used to look at them like, man, this person sucks. I don't think this person will ever learn it sometimes. And then these people always learn it if they stick to the studies, you know. Every single time, every single person that I've seen who never gave up is somewhere right now. Would you ever live in Japan again or just visit? I would definitely live there again, but if I go there, if I go there to live, I'd have to have a good business plan to do my own business over there, because I don't think I'd like to work remotely or work over there, but maybe being a business owner might be okay. What are you saying, anyone rings? Thank you for your kind words. Consistency is the key for real. Yeah, it really is, man. I've given up multiple times. I gave up like 4 times just today. Yeah, man, things are hard for sure, but you gotta push through. Should I read this problem? All right, let me take a break from reading chat so much, and I'm going to read this problem and try and do it. There's an M by N grid where 0, 0 is the top left cell and this is the bottom right cell. You're given an integer array start position where start position is row column, indicates that initially a robot is at the cell row column. You're also given an integer array home position where home position is home row home column, indicates that its home is at the cell home row home column. The robot needs to go to its home. It can move one cell in 4 directions, left, right, up, or down, and it cannot move outside the boundary. Every move incurs some cost. You are further given 2 0-index integer arrays, row costs of length m and call costs of length n. If the robot moves up or down into a cell whose row is r, then this move costs row r. If the robot moves left or right into a cell whose column is c, then this move costs call costs. Return the minimum total for this robot to return home. Man, I was watching Enrosis stream earlier. Enrosis right here in the chat. He was doing this problem, and I wasn't really paying attention to the solution or anything. But I remember he talking about Dijkstra's in this problem, and then we looked at the constraints and we're like, oh man, the constraints are way too big to be doing Dijkstra's. So that's some background knowledge I have from this problem from earlier. So let me look at this example. So it's saying the robot starts here, the home position is down here. Each row has a cost if you cross into it, and each column has a cost if you cross into it. They say the answer is 18. Did he get it solved? I don't know. I have so much on my plate, barely qualifying front-end web dev, aiming to expand on back-end to become a junior full-stack dev. I got my hands into C++, Java, and LeetCode just recently. I don't know what I'm doing. Sinzi1, I think it's important to just pick a path Imagine, I don't know if you play video games, right? But imagine you're playing World of Warcraft, man, and you're like a paladin, and you get all these skill points as you level up. You don't want to be putting one skill point into healing, one skill point into protection, one skill point into retribution, and all the different. You don't want to like split them up into all the different trees, man. You want to like put them all into one tree so you can get to the end game of that tree. You know what I'm saying? So I think you got to focus your efforts into one, whatever you want to do, just start piling on into that thing. You know? So like you can't be knowing all these different languages because then you're not going to be very attractive to a lot of companies, I think. That's my opinion on your situation there. You know, like zero in on what you want to do. I think I have an idea, but I'm busy doing homework. Oh, for this problem? Yeah, I have an idea. It seems, well, they say the answer is 18. One optional path is that starting from 1, 0, we go down and then we go right. So we go down, cost 3 because it goes into row 2 right here. And then we go right and it costs like 3 plus 2 plus 6 plus 7. That's 5 plus 6, 11 plus 7, 18. But maybe if we went, let me get my pen out. Man, gotta try and read chat and solve problems. It's tough. I'm debating Steam Deck or Nintendo Switch. Man, I don't have either of those. I really want to do web dev, so I'm probably gonna go all in. That's the way to do it, man. All right. So, what if the robot went like this? Then this would be 2. This would be 6. This would be 7. And this would be 3, which is the same price. So it seems to me it doesn't even matter which way you go, as long as you don't, you just go like, we could go this way too. So this would be 2, this would be 3, because you gotta cross those boundaries anyways, right? So maybe it's kind of like the Manhattan distance or some, I don't know if that doesn't make much sense, but it's like you just go straight to the home, and whichever boundaries you cross, you gotta add those. Yeah, I think this problem is doable. Let me try and code it up real quick. Oh, did they actually give us the grid? They don't give us the grid. But they give us the size. So we need to go from start position to home position. So maybe we can take the min as a start, and And the end. Do I have those right? The end would be the max. This way I can just do like an easy for loop or something. I think. Do I have to... Do I do them within each other? I don't think so, man. I think we just need to like cross those boundaries and add up the answer. So... How do I do that? Should be less than equal to. So this is the row. Should I do +1 there? I think so. Does that make sense? So I'm just trying to like go from position 1 to position 2, but I'm adding row 2. So that would be, yeah. And then I'm trying to go from column 0 to column 3. And I'm adding 1, 2, and 3. Because I'm already in column 0. I don't need to add the starting column. Call C, not R. Oh yeah, thank you very much, Conolid. Alright, should I send it? What are y'all talking about? Do you think I should put some time into typing speed? What's your typing speed, Sin Z1? I think if you show up to an interview and your typing speed is like 15 WPMs, for sure you gotta work on that, man. I think people might look at you funny. Oh lordy. Alright, maybe my idea wasn't too correct. So let me look at this. Start position 5-5, home position 5-2. So we should go from... Oh, maybe this min-max thing doesn't really work the way I thought it would work. Because it's slightly off. Because we don't count... Yeah, okay. The min-max thing is fine. Is it? Because I think I see why it's wrong. Remove the +1 in my loop. But then... I think the problem is like... I'm counting the start position instead of the ending position here. And then you can subtract the start. Subtract. Oh, I see what you're saying, Brett. So we include all the positions, including the home and the start position. And then you just... That is a crazy observation, Brett. I don't think I'd have thought about that. I was about to go erase everything and do a bunch of if statements, man. That's cash money right there. But I see where I messed up, and I see why what you suggested works. So it would be like start position 0, the costs, because we don't need to pay to get there because we're already there. Excuse me. Man, thank you very much, Brett. Saved me a lot of trouble, like rewriting all this stuff. Just check for the first time ever. It is 45 WPMs. Dang. I'm not laughing at your speed. I was just... I don't know why I'm laughing. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think you can get better than that, man. That laugh was a cough. I'm definitely not laughing at that 45 WPMs, man. I think... I don't know. What is the average typing speed? Let's see right now. Oh, look at that. You are above average for a programmer. Dang, that's a big range for an average. How can it take an average to be such a crazy range? The hell? That's like the average speed is from int min to int max. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Smart coder, what's happening? What should you aim for? I don't think it's actually important, man. I think I like to talk about typing speed like it's actually important, but I don't think anybody cares about your typing speed. Unless you're literally going 10 words per minute, then people might start questioning like, man, how much time did this person really spend on the computer? You can for sure get like 80 with at least just practice. Yeah, I've seen big improvements. Like I've been doing Type Racer on this stream for a couple of years, and I've seen improvements in my speed. When I first started, I was around, SinZ1, thank you very much for that follow. I think I was around 75 to 80 when I first started, but now I'm consistently hitting like 85 to 95, maybe even almost 100 sometimes. But Q Ultimus used to be around the same speed as me, 75 to 85, and now Q Ultimus is consistently above 100. I don't know if anyone can be a 3K top coder rating, but 80 WPMs is reachable. Yeah, yeah, I think I agree with this, man. 3K top coder sounds like reserved for the most dedicated and smart people out there in the planet, but 80 WPMs is just like, can you ride a bicycle if you practice enough, you know? I'm sure almost everyone can ride a bicycle. I can't ride a bicycle, by the way. I can see partner. Man, maybe one day. I've been somewhat trying to get, like, I wouldn't say trying. I've wanted to get partner for a long time, but I haven't been trying to get partner, if you know what I mean. No one cares at all, but only because it's like a given that you're fluent on a computer. Yeah. I type fast, but all it means is I just make bugs really fast. I cannot ride a bicycle. Asia C Mac. That is crazy. How many other people cannot ride a bicycle in here? Are there more people? Like, I have a good reason why I can't ride a bicycle, I think. Where I grew up, there were no roads, man. There were no paved roads to ride bicycles on. I can ride a unicycle. I mean, if you can ride a unicycle, you probably can ride a bicycle. How many YouTube subs do I have now? Oh, 425. Dang. It was at 420 earlier, but I guess we got 5 more during the stream. I learned in adulthood. I tried to learn in adulthood. Like, I think I can somewhat ride. Because I tried to learn, but I'm so scared, man. I can't ride in a straight line. I've fallen a couple times, and I was like, I'm too old for this. I'm not gonna do it. I will forever unpartnerable. Ryan from YouTube, what's happening? Welcome. Maybe if you stream every day. No, I don't think that's the plan, man. Streaming every day seems not. Yeah, I don't think it's about how often you stream to get partner. I think you really gotta promote yourself outside of Twitch. When you gotta share screen, it helps a lot to not think about what you're pressing. I was talking about just recently bought a computer, never had a computer before. Dang. That's crazy. Are we gonna go through the list? Can you ride a bike? No. Can you swim? I used to be on a swim team when I was like 10 years old. Can you whistle? I can do that. I can't do this one where you put your fingers in your mouth and do that whistle. That one is, I'd like to learn though. Maybe I should watch some tutorials on that. Maybe I should practice whistling like I practice LeetCode. But I don't swim anymore. I think maybe I should probably start swimming sometime. They say it's good for your joints and cardio and whatnot. I took a class for adults in NYC. At least there are a bunch of those. Riding a bicycle will definitely teach you how the ground tastes. I'm multi-streaming? Yeah, I'm multi-streaming. Ryan from YouTube says, do you play games outside your free time? Oh, during my free time. Outside during my free time. For sure. I'll tell you the latest game I've been playing, man. I don't remember what it's called. Poker game? Balatro. I've been playing this, man, for the last couple days. If you like poker and you like roguelites, this game is sick. Look at that. I only play overwhelmingly positive games also. And this one is 97%, man. One of the highest percentages rated I've ever seen for a game with that many reviews. This game is crazy good. I just beat it like earlier today. The first time. It's a roguelite, so you're supposed to beat it multiple times. Are we gonna do a type racer? Did somebody redeem type racer? I don't think so. You gotta pay to play, man. Can you snap your finger? I can. But maybe I'm nervous. Yeah. I can do this also. I don't know how many people can do this. I don't know what that's called, but we do it a lot in Jamaica. That's kind of like snapping your finger. Where's the guy without the condom? Yeah, where's no condom, Chris? Can he solve twosome? For sure. Elden Ring? I haven't played it yet. I think I bought Elden Ring and I returned it because it wouldn't work multiplayer. How can you have 80 WPMs and be typing like that? What you talking about? Oh, Moso Derp, Type Racer. All right, who's here for Type Racer, man? You just refreshed my childhood memory. Sin Z1. Did you used to? Anytime somebody got in trouble when I was a kid, that's everybody used to do this. I don't know. Which part of Jamaica do I come from? I come from Saint Mary in the countryside. The armpit fart sound. Yeah. I guess I used to do that too. Anyways, Type Racer time, and then I'll do another LeetCode problem. Saint Andrew, like Kingston, Golden Spring. I don't even know where that is, but I'm from Saint Mary, and I lived in Kingston for like 2 years when I went to high school. Skip Farrow, I didn't know you're from Jamaica, man. Nice. I can clap with one hand. All right, Type Racer real quick. I'm posting the Discord, the Type Racer, and then Twitch. So first race, warm-up round, second race, championship round, and the champion goes on the website up here, Type Racer Champs. Are y'all ready? Oh. It's already began. Oh, Low Road Racing 122, Moto 104. And man, look how many guests. Pat's Hello World out here. Asia 85. Chokes? No, that was the warm up. That was the warm up. I just saw that message from what's that movie called again, man? I forget the name of that movie. Anyways, championship round. This is the real deal right here. Oh man, 148 WPMs, crazy. Low road sim racing, that is serious speeds out there, man. Asia 85, Moto 86, Pat 83, and a bunch of guests. All you guests out there, you need to register for Type Racer. I had a very late start, still got 104. Man, 81 rings, you need to register also. I think even if you had a normal start, you wouldn't have gotten 148 because that is an insane speed. Let me put that on the board, and then I got to do another problem. We got to do at least one more problem tonight, man. What was that? 148? Crazy. Where's Q in there? Yeah. Oh, y'all racing again. Anyways, what's your motivation to stream these days? Well, I think maybe I have a chance at being a content creator full-time one day. And if I stop streaming, then I'll lose all that momentum I've built up. But if I just continue to stream, at least I keep myself a little bit relevant. So when I'm ready to like pursue it more seriously, I can. So that's one motivation. Another motivation is like to get good at LeetCode. And I find it really difficult to study LeetCode when I'm not streaming. So that's it. That's my motivations. I'm sure your hair alone can take you further than you can imagine. Wait, what? All right. Where are we at? We were about to do another problem. I guess 18 to 19. Or should we go 19 to 21? Because we only have time for one more. 1934. 19 to 25? No. No way, man. I'm not ready for all that. Alright, let me 30%. Dang. Have I solved this ever? Oh, I did it 2 years ago, man. Alright, for sure, I have a chance. 19 to 25. Nah. Want to see me sweat? I don't know if I'm... Not tonight, man. I'm still recovering from my sickness. I think I'm feeling a lot better right now. Even like earlier today, I wasn't feeling too great. Like I took yesterday off and I took today off on sick leave. And I literally slept the whole day today until like 3 p.m. or something. And then yesterday I also slept like maybe 12 hours or more. Where did you learn data structures, algorithms when you first started, or did you just grind LeetCode? I just grinded LeetCode, man. Me and B. Becca. I don't know if y'all know. Not everybody knows B. Becca, but B. Becca is somewhat of a legend around here, man. B. Becca is one of my biggest inspirations. He was my old roommate when I was living in California. And we started studying at the same time. We were like training buddies. And man, this guy is the most consistent person I've ever seen in my life. I've never met someone who's more dedicated to the cause, more consistent, more focused or anything than this guy, man. And we started at the same time. I already had programmed for like 7 years when I started though, but he was brand new to programming. So if you look December 1st or whenever, like December in this time on B. Becca's profile, that's the very first times we started. Let me look on mine. 2019 December, right there. But yeah, when I first started, I didn't know anything about data structures, and I remember just anything that we didn't know, we'd both just look into it and try and learn it together. And there's a lot of whiteboarding back then, because I think whiteboard interviews were a thing. But even like I didn't know how to traverse a binary tree. I didn't know how to use a queue or a stack properly. I didn't know like how to even go through a linked list or something. Like basic things I didn't know how to do. Goku and Vegeta. I don't know about that, but maybe. Where did you get that white sign behind you? This thing, my girlfriend gave it to me. I don't know where she got that. Anyways, let's read this problem. You're given two positive integer arrays, nums1 and nums2, both of length n. The absolute sum difference of arrays nums1 and nums2 is defined to be the sum of the absolute difference of nums1i, nums2i for each index. You can replace at most one element of nums1 with any other element in nums1 to maximize the absolute sum difference. Return the minimum absolute sum difference after replacing at most one element in the array nums1. Since the answer may be very large, return it mod prime number. What? So we can replace one element with another element in nums1. All right, let's look at the example a little bit. So let's say the answer is 3 because so right now it would be 1 plus 4 plus 0. It's 4. That's without doing any modifications. And they're asking us to minimize after replacing one thing. So I guess we have to find, we're gonna find the biggest diff between nums1 and nums2 and replace it with something else in nums1. How do we do that, man? I guess I'm thinking binary search. I'm thinking something with binary search. Maybe we find the largest diff first. But then how do you know? Link to the problem? For sure. So maybe if I pair these up, let me try and think. So I'm thinking iterate through every index. Maybe I'll make a copy of nums1 first, and I sort that copy, and I go through every index, and I do a binary search of lower bound. do a lower bound on this with that, and then check -1 and lower bound. So that means I'll check like the previous element and the current element from lower bound. What's my favorite prime number? I guess it would have to be 1. That is my favorite prime number right there. 2. Man, that's crazy. I don't know if this idea will work. Let me try to go through it. So this one, I mean, we'll just get 5 and 1. And then we take the best, and it would be like 1. So there's no change there. For this one, we're binary searching lower bound for 3. We'll get 5 on 1 again, and we check these two numbers. So we can bring the diff down to 2 right there. And then I guess I should remember like the best excuse me. I should remember the best change in diff. So this goes from 4 to 2. So that's nice. And then 5 and 5, we shouldn't even try if they're equal, I guess. Try vanilla JS. I got the Rona. Maybe, man. Maybe. I don't know. So I'm going to try and implement this idea. We'll see how it goes. So I sort that, and then I want to iterate through. And then I do a that's my target, and then I do a lower bound on sorted nums 1. And then I gotta check this iterator, and I gotta check the iterator before it. How do I do that cleanly? Wait, also, let me just do another pass here to like, do I need to do another pass? So I need to get this, I'm gonna just call it the sum. I guess this is the absolute difference. So that should be like with no modifications. This is, oh man. Do I need to make that a long? And then now I just want to remember the best diff. So how do I try? So this iterator, I guess, if that isn't out of bounds, then we should try. What are we trying? We're trying. Hold on, let me gather my thoughts. So I'm gonna say the real diff. No, I should call this the current diff. Is that. I don't know if we really need that. Maybe we can also say, like, if they're equal, just continue, because it doesn't even make sense to try. So this is the current diff, and then try. What should I call this variable, man? Try big upper. Try diff 1. I don't know. New diff. Oh yeah, new diff. I like that. So this new diff is just gonna be that minus nums2i. And the best one, this is how much we're saving. So man, this variable name sucks too. Minimize. I don't even know what to call that. I'm gonna leave it as best diff. And it'll be the current diff minus. Should be. Let me think about that. So if the current diff here is 4, this new diff is 2, then the change would be 2. Yeah, right? And then now we can decrement our iterator, and then I'm just gonna run this again. And then I'll return like the sum minus the best diff. This is my ideal. I think it should, I mean, if the logic is correct, I think it's within the time limits here. Because it's just, this is on. This loop is on. This is log n. So this is like n log n. Should I just run it? Yeah, I'm gonna just run it. Oh lordy. Uh-oh. Alright, let me try and figure out where my bugs are, man. I mean, this part seems suspicious for sure. I'm just comment it out and see what's up. So I guess, oh, maybe I need to do like a if maybe I gotta do this. Maybe it's like going the wrong way out of bounds. Is that gonna work? Oh, I didn't mod it. I didn't mod it. Come on now. Come on, man. My favorite prime number. Man, Brett just gave me a lesson on mods. I wonder if I can do that. Or I wonder if I should just mod it at the end. Maybe let me Control Z. Maybe I'll do that. And then just mod it at the end here. Uh-oh. So oh, +7, yeah. My bad. Wait. Oh yeah, JCast19, yeah. I don't know what I'm thinking today. But yeah, that problem wasn't too bad. What do you do if you don't know how to solve a problem? How long will you bang your head against the keyboard before looking at solutions or looking stuff up? Usually 4269. What's happened? Thank you for the tip. Usually I'll have an idea if the problem is out of my league within like 10 minutes, man. Sometimes I'll just know, like, man, that problem is too hard for me. Like, there's no way. Maybe I'm not always right on that, but I can usually read the problem and know if I have any idea that I can look into to explore it a little bit more, or like I'll try to make some observations. I'd say I'll try for at least 20 minutes. And if I don't make any progress in 20 minutes, I'm looking at the topics maybe. Or, you know, like say I had no ideas and I'm just reading the problem like, man, I don't even know where to start. I'll go and first thing, I'll try not to read the hints because sometimes the hints are too powerful. Sometimes I'll just peek at the topics. I'm like, oh, snap. Binary search, and then boom, maybe that gives me an idea without ruining the problem completely, you know. Also, sometimes I'll check out the ELO of the problem, and if I feel it's within my range, I'll keep trying without looking at too many hints. Sometimes I know it's a try problem, and I know I hate tries, and I just skip it. I won't even try it. Yeah, so I don't know. It depends on the problem. But if I'm making progress, if I'm making like observations that I didn't have before, I'll keep on keeping on. And I think this is why it's good to take the contest, because it kind of forces you to think about the problem for at least however long the contest lasts, an hour or so, you know. And I think you really get that time in the contest because you don't have any other options. There are no hints, there are no solutions out there. There's nobody to talk to who's going to give you the answer. And it really forces you to just sit down and think. You know, you and the problem, one on one, just going through it. That's why I always try to tell people take the contest. Can't believe you forgot about your favorite prime number. Yeah. It was a typo, man. It was a typo. Sometimes a problem seems impossible until you get a eureka moment. This is also true. Sometimes the eureka moment comes from chat, for sure. Didn't even know about those topics tags. Yeah. I'll hit the topics maybe. Sometimes I'll just hit the solutions and I'll just like, even just to see, Vultureback says n log n. I don't need to see anymore. I'll go think of an n log n solution, you know? Is it easier or harder to solve LeetCode problems using test-driven development? Test-driven development for what do you mean, man? I just learned the tortoise and the hare problem. Slow fast pointer is very useful, and now I have it in my bag. Multiple derp. That's how you get good. You keep adding tools to your bag, man. Right now, my bag has most of the basic tools, most of the common tools, but my bag is definitely missing some specialized tools that would make me solve hard problems, you know. Tests were written first by the problem setters. What? 22 minutes left. Should I try one more problem? Or what? I feel like this problem wasn't super challenging. I didn't do... Maybe I should like start doing more challenging problems. Maybe my real range should be in the like 2000s to 21. Try 22? Man, I'll try it for a few minutes, but I'm not gonna stay too long. Do a bet? Oh, we could do a bet too. I don't know. Any books chat recommends for solving these LeetCode problems, like cracking the coding interview? I'm gonna be honest, man. I can't read books. Books are so boring. Like just the idea of flipping through a page, man, gets me. But when I started, I was using EPI, or Elements of the Programming Interview or something like that. And I think I read one chapter in that book about bits and stuff, and I'm like, man, this book is really good. But I never read anymore. I just started grinding LeetCode. Man, my nose is getting stuffy. I don't know what's up. You guys want to see my NyQuil? I got that severe NyQuil. I've just been sipping it, man. Got my honey almost done. I got my Dayquil that I don't even know if I drank any, but maybe I should. But I'm gonna drink some of this real soon. Anyways, LeetCode PEDs. I don't know if they're PEDs or PDDs. Performance enhancing drugs. Shortest path to get all keys. I think I've solved this problem, man. Look at that. I've solved this already. I remember this problem. PED's nuts. Have I solved this one? Find maximum number. Dang. Alright, I'll read this problem. I gotta sneeze. It went away. Maximum number that sum of the prices is less than or equal to k. You're given an integer k and an integer x. Consider S is the one-indexed binary representation of an integer num. The price of a number num is the number of ones, such that I mod x equals 0, and Si is a set bit. Return the greatest integer num such that the sum of prices of all numbers from 1 to num is less than or equal to k. In the binary representation of number, set bit is a bit value of 1. The binary representation of a number will be indexed from right to left. For example, S equal 11100, S4 equal 1, 2, 3, 4, and S2 equals 0. I see. Man, this problem already sounds scary. I don't even know. Let me look at the example. So input is k is 9, x is 1. The numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 can be written in binary representations as all of these. Since x is equal to 1, the price of each number is the number of set bits. The number of set bits in these numbers is 9, so the sum of the prices of the first 6 numbers is 9. What? So the answer is 6. Oh, k is 9, so clicking on the binary search link from your profile. Yeah, binary search, I don't know about forever. But it's been down for many years now. I should take that link off. The price of a number num is the number of i's such that I mod x equal 1 equals 0. I don't even know what this problem is asking, man. Maybe this is too hard for me. I think maybe it's time to chill, man. Should I do a bet instead? I think bits, I don't get it either. Mr. Code 9000. What's happening? Yeah, I don't fully understand the problem yet. Maybe I could do it, maybe I have no hope, but I think I don't even know what to look for. But yeah, it was a Q3. I don't have the brain juice to think about that. Should we do a bet, man? Maybe if I can solve a problem in 10 minutes or something. What should we do? Maybe like a 1600 rated problem in 10 minutes, one shot. Should we do that bet? Yeah, I think so. Where's my thing? Alright, who's here to make a little bet, man? Sounds like you want to? Yeah, I think I'd rather do that than do that hard problem. Is 10 minutes too long? Maybe Man, where's the bet? 8. All right, 1600 to 1700 in 8 minutes. One shot. That is the bet, and we'll do 2 minutes. 2 minutes. All right, I'm going to choose a random one. I'm going to roll like random number between 1600, 1700. I'm going to go on 0 track, and I'm going to choose whichever problem that is. If there are multiple ratings, I'll do the first one or the second one. I'll do the second one. And I can't hit run. I can only hit submit. Man, Q, 10,000 bucks. Chances are unlikely, man, but place your bets. If you think I can one-shot this, you bet yes. But I'd advise you to bet no, since Q's already put all his money on yes. Have any tips, tricks to learning Big O time complexity? I don't really have any tips, but maybe I can talk about it one day. Like if, I don't know. I think it took like ON was easy for me and N squared was easy for me. But it gets weird for me when it was like N log or log N squared N, or like calculating time complexes for DP problems or things like that. Those for me were tough in the beginning. Place your bets. Time's about to be up. I'm going to set the timer for 8 minutes, choose a random problem, and see if I can get it one shot. Prove me wrong? Yeah, I'll try. Mohammed Hamdi 98. Welcome. Morning to you. All right, here we go, man. Also, I'm going to turn on emotes only chat, man. I don't want any hints in chat when I'm trying to solve this problem. So here's a random number. 1685. Oh no. That sounds tough. And I said I'll do the second one. Let me close some of these windows, man. Let me set the timer up. Alright, y'all ready? Here we go. Let me turn on the emote only chat. Alright, I'm ready. Let me actually get ready though. Start. Oh, snaps. Let me reset that. You're given an array of non-negative integers nums and an integer k. In one operation, you may choose any element from nums and increment it by 1. Return the maximum product of nums after at most k operations. Since the answer may be very large, return it mod my favorite prime number. Dang. What do we do? 8 minutes. So this one, do you just increment the smallest number always? 2 times. So let me see this. So 2 times, that'd be 3, and then like 4. 6 times 4 times 3 times 3, 216. Should I go with that, man? Is it always just gonna be that? Bring up the smallest number, right? Alright, this is gonna get me because I don't ever remember which ways a priority queue goes. Wait. Priority queue. think this gives me the smallest thing on the top. And let me put everything in the priority queue. And then K times, man. Oh lordy. Is it just incrementing the smallest? 6 minutes, 6 minutes. I think I'm good on time, man. So this is K times. At most K times. All right. Yeah. So I hope my syntax is right here. Is it top or is it front? I think priority queue is top, man. While there's something in my priority queue. My favorite prime number, so man, is there like some edge cases though where, well, K will always be at least 1. But what if it's all zeros in there? I guess we'll pick it up eventually. Should I like long everything just to be safe? No, I think that's too crazy. Am I missing some edge cases, man? Like what if... No, there will always be something in nums. So... And K will always also be at least 1. So the answer will... If there are zeros in the thing, it will get zeroed out here. But I don't have to worry about... like, there are no numbers or anything. Alright, 3 minutes. Should I just send that? Let me look over one more time. Any typos? I think that looks okay. Popped it. Increments. Push it. Long. Favorite prime number. Oh, I did not pop it, man. Topped it, popped it, multiplied it. Out of gotten got. All right, let's see. 2 minutes left. I should just submit right now, or should I? Farmhand, thank you very much for the follow. I think I'm satisfied with this, man. I'm just gonna submit. Easy work. Come on now. You guys thought I was gonna fail that? Oh yeah, that's right. Easy money out here. Bam. Should have gambled. Big bucks. Yeah, 960 bucks. You already did it? Nah, it doesn't. I reset the thing. Now prove correctness. I don't know. What do you mean prove correctness, man? How do I prove it's correct? LeetCode just proved it's correct. Meaning, I still had to one-shot the thing. Yeah, proof by AC. That's right. Hold on. Did I choose the right thing? Yes. I solved it. One shot. Zandenev. Thank you very much for the hydrates. What the hell is that? Let me try and make this a little bit more readable here. All right, here is a pop quiz for somebody, me maybe. What is the time complexity of this? So at least ON right there. And then this is, man, J plus equals I. Is that still N squared? Or would this be like N log N, because this inner loop grows as I grows. Oh snap. Oh, YouTube is bumping now since I gave them the pop quiz. Someone says N squared. Someone says N squared minus quadratic. Jonathan Mendoza, what's happened? Abdallah Osman, welcome to the party. Like, what? The outer loop is obvious, ON, but the inner loop, I don't know. Is it ON or is it something else? Man, this is tricky. This is tricky. I think if I had to guess, I'd say N squared. I'm just gonna say N squared, man. But I'm not super confident. I can't prove it. If we're looking at it asymptotically, anytime it increments by a constant, it's ON. Huh. Oh, alright. Oh, N squared isn't wrong, just not the best answer. Okay. So wait, let me think. What is this? I mean, I guess this is N times N, is what LeetCode is saying. So what would be... Is that a fork bomb? A fork bomb. N squared isn't wrong, but N factorial isn't wrong either. Oh, LeetCode is agreeing with N log N. Hold on. Half plus a third. Wouldn't this like... I was thinking this would be N. Harmonic sum grows logarithmically. Can't even talk right now. So, It's not log since it doesn't increment by a division or a multiplication. Yeah, I agree with Q here. This is confusing. Love all these answers. print it out? What do you mean print it out? All right, let's see. I gotta go soon though. ChatGPT says this can be approximated by the harmonic series. Dang, Brett knows what's up. Not that I ever doubted it. N log n. Interesting. Should I trust ChatGPT, man? I trust Brett more than I trust ChatGPT. So what did I print? 573. So with n 100. 100 times 100 would be that. But with this, we got 573. So it's a lot better than n squared. That's for sure. So if it was n squared, 100K would time out. It wouldn't even run. But it does run. I think it is n log n based on these observations. That is interesting. Don't defense. Thank you very much for that nice pop quiz for all of us. I think most of us learned something there today. Mike Nachos, what's happening? There are actually useful algos that use this fact. Are these algos like what you'll need to do Q4s and stuff? Sieving? MD Azad, your hair is nice and long. Thank you very much. Yeah, this was fun. Maybe it would be fun to get like a pop quiz thing for time complexities, because sometimes they can be challenging to come up with. Like, I can only do basic ones, you know. I need to stream after you instead of before. BetSimp, you gotta just do your thing, man. I think if you have a schedule, first I have to say, if you want viewers, man, you gotta talk to chat. I think also every day is like overkill. I don't think you have to do it every day. But I think if you want the viewers, man, you gotta talk to the chat, man. I know you like to focus on the problems, but you engage with the chat and people like that for sure. Do you play guitar? It's been a long time since I played guitar, but I know how to play a little bit. Then you compete with Chi-Chi. Man, there's room for all of us. I don't think only one person needs to be streaming at any time. I think different people vibe with different streamers, or maybe one streamer is doing something more exciting than another streamer at the moment, or the problem is more up their alley, but maybe BetSimp is teaching a lesson that's more important than me playing Type Racer or something. Free hugs for all. Thank you very much for the follow. Get a better setup. The streams will continue to be scruffed. They will just be more numerous. Oh man. Fix my mic. Oh yeah, I think your audio is always super low. I think in Rosis your audio was a bit low today also. Like, I had to crank up my volume to 100% to hear it. And then anytime I go anywhere else, like, I get shocked because it's so loud. I took an exam on this last week, but we were asked a question just like this, and I didn't notice there was a j plus equal to I. Yeah, no worries, man. It was tough to know that time complexity unless you're like honed in, you know. I kill people's ears with my static. Yeah, maybe that also happened. Should I show you my OBS thing right now? Oh man, it looks too crazy. I'm not gonna do that. Anyways, I think it's time for me to get off. It's time to go.
Yeah, he's going about it.
Oh, Pat's Hello World. Oh, we got multiple choices. There's Brent Arata. Overemployed, maybe.
0, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, let's go hit Brent Arata. I think everybody here knows about Pat's Hello World.
6, 7, 8.
I think I've rated Pat's Hello World many times. Let's go to Brent Arata. He has some interesting things to say. Always. Alright, everybody. I am out of here. Stick around for more LeetCode. There's many choices. Brent Arata. Pat's Hello World. Probably some more people out there. KXVIIIX. Thank you very much for the follow. Alright, I'm out of here, guys and girls and everyone out there. Have a good night. Low Road Sim Racing in Rosis. See you later. Bet Simp. Q Ultimus. Have a good night. Asia C Mac. Adios. See you later. Brett Perkins. Adios. Mike Nachos Moto Derp. Have a good night. Lead Coach. Don't Defense. Have a good night. Thank you very much for that wonderful pop quiz for us. I really enjoyed that. Everyone else who I forgot to say your name. Mr. Code 9000. Go Haku. See you later, alligators. Michael PC Gamer. YouTube. Abdallah MD Azad. Have a good night. Jonathan Mendoza. See you later. Next time on Saturday, we'll be doing the LeetCode contest. Be here for sure. Skip Pharaoh. See you. See you next time.